Hey everyone, welcome back to Trillion Pace. Today, we are diving deep into the transformative book, The Next Conversation Argue Less, Talk More by Jefferson Fisher. If you have ever found yourself stuck in an argument that feel like it is not going anywhere, or wish you know how to turn a heated discussion into productive conversation, then this book is for you. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's break down the key lesson that can completely change the way you communicate. Imagine this, you are talking to someone and they are giving you attitude. What is your natural reaction? Probably to give it right back, right? But Jefferson Fisher teaches us something powerful. Conversation mirror emotion. If you respond with frustration or defensiveness, guess what? The other person will likely mirror that back to you. It is like looking into the mirror. So, if you stay calm, understanding, and empathetic, the other person is more likely to mirror those emotions too. Imagine planting seed of calmness and watching that grow into the peaceful, productive conversation. It all starts with you. Fisher shares a story of a father and a son arguing about the career choice. The son responds defensively, which only triggers more frustration from the father. But what if the son had responded with empathy and curiosity instead? Or a simple shift in approach could have opened a dialogue full of understanding and collaboration. This concept is a game changer in how we interact with each other. Next up, let's talk about listening. And I mean really listening. It is not just waiting for your turn to speak, it is about fully engaging with the other people, understanding their words, their emotions, and their intention. Fischel called the active listening, and it is a skill that can completely transform the way you communicate. One of the most powerful examples in the book is about the couple on the brink of divorce. They had been stuck in a cycle of misunderstanding and unspoken grievance. But once they practiced active listening, really hearing each other pain and fear, their relationship began to heal. So next time you are in the conversation, reflect back what you hear. It sounds like you are feeling. This is called change everything. Now, let's talk about really interesting the bridge technique. When you stuck in the argument, it is easy to focus on all the things we disagree on, right? But Fisher suggested that we flip the script, start finding the common ground, focus on what we agree on, then use that shared understanding to build a bridge towards the resolution. Imagine two business partners. One is conservative and the other is liberal, debating heatedly about politics. If they focus only on their differences, their partnership is doomed. But by starting with shared goal, they were able to communicate more efficiently and maintain their professional relationship. This technique is not just about politics. It can be applied to any tough situation or conversation. One of the most valuable tools Fisher gives us is the pause. It is simple but so effective. When emotions run high, instead of responding immediately, take a moment to pause and breathe before replying. This small action can prevent many arguments from escalating. Fisher shared a story from his time as a mediator where a brief pause diffuses the potential disaster between two CEOs negotiating a merger. Imagine how many conflicts could be avoided if you all practice the pause. It is like pressing the reset button before things go sideways. Asking the right question can either be de-escalating a situation or make it worse. Fisher emphasized the importance of asking open-ended questions instead of accusing the other person. Question like, "Can you help me to understand where you are coming from?" instead of, "Why do you do that?" make all the difference. Things about the police negotiator talking a hostage taker down. Instead of demanding answer, the negotiator asks questions that humanize the suspect, creating the bridge of trust. This approach can be incredibly effective in diffusing tension, whether you are negotiating with colleagues or resolving a disagreement with the friends. One of the most powerful or most hopeful lesson in this book is that it's never too late to repair the relationship or resolve the conflict. Fisher talk about the conversational healing, where we acknowledge past mistakes, apologize sincerely, and work towards mutual understanding. He shared the emotional story of two brothers who had been estranged for years. Through honest, vulnerable conversation, they were able to rebuild their bond. It is a reminder that no matter how broken a conversation might seem, it can always be repaired if we approach it with a right mindset. Finally, Fisher leaves us with the most important lesson of all, the next conversation mindset. This is the idea that every conversation, no matter how small, is an opportunity to connect, to build, and to heal. If we approach each conversation with empathy, curiosity, and the desire to understand, we can transform our relationship, our work, and even our lives. Fisher challenges us to view each conversation as an opportunity for the growth. Whether you are talking to a stranger or the closest friend, each interaction is a chance to build a strong connection. It is about making the next conversation better than the last one. To wrap up things up, the next conversation is a must-read book for anyone who wants to communicate better, reduce conflict, and build strong relationships. Fisher insights are practical, actionable, and backed by real-life stories that make the lesson easy to apply in everyday life. This book is a game changer if you want to argue less and talk more, and do it in the way that brings people together, not apart. I highly recommend picking up this book if you are looking to improve your communication skills and transform your relationship. And that is all for today's videos. I hope you found these lessons as eyes opening as I did. If you are ready to improve your conversation and take your communication skill to the next level, make sure to grab a copy of next conversation. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the insight video from Trillion Face. Comment below with your thought on communication and how you have worked it through tough conversation. Let's talk soon.